I'd like to thank you for standing up for me. I'd like to thank you for keeping our country free. I'd like to thank you. I know the price you paid, leaving your families behind, standing in harm's way. I'd like to thank you for holding your heads up high and pushing onwards with American pride. I'd like to thank you.
That are part of this project and giving their time and efforts and money and materials and whatever that they have to give to the project, and we appreciate that so much. I mean, we can't do what we do without a lot of help. You know, it's Dan Vargas always saying that this is like a 21st century barn raising, what we do, and that's what we like to think of, getting the communities involved and as many people as we can, because we owe it to our veterans to do this for them, and we owe them a debt that we'll never be able to repay. And this is just a small thing that we do. Appreciate you being here. We've got Frank Bernardo, another special guest that's here today, and Frank's also going to say a few words in a minute. So.
We are so excited. I talked to Frank at length yesterday. Frank likes to talk about his brother, and it was pretty exciting. We are so excited to welcome Monte into our community. We plan to embrace him with love and make him a part of our community. This is such an awesome place out here, and I was reading the other day that Winston Churchill, after World War II, was addressing the Royal Air Force and saying that so few gave so much for so many. And that's what our soldiers are doing today. Those of us who stay at home and don't participate, we often forget the sacrifices that are made by our soldiers doing things to save us and to save others. And we are so grateful to be a part of this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next, Colonel Jerry Smith, United States Marine Corps, retired, in Texas A&M University.
Good morning. I'm going to start with some words that some of you will recognize. It goes like this. I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same. For more than 11 years, this is part of the oath that countless numbers of Americans lived up to as they served us and our great country in a time of war. During this time, we've achieved a lot, but the costs have been very high. And nobody understands these costs better and the sacrifices than the brave men and women like Sergeant Bernardo who have been injured. There was a congressman from Illinois named Dan Lipinski that once said, on the battlefield, the military pledges to leave no one behind. As a nation, let it be our pledge when they return home, we leave no veteran behind. For what you do here today is part of fulfilling that national pledge. I want to thank Operation Finally Home. They have a very unique mission. It's to provide Americans the ability to honor and thank our wounded and disabled veterans and the widows of the fallen who have sacrificed and defended our country in the global war on terror. In the coming months, we have an opportunity to take the Operation Finally Home mission and kind of make it personal. This is our opportunity in the Brazos Valley to make a powerful statement. It's our opportunity to show true faith, allegiance, and dedication to leaving no wounded veteran behind. President Roosevelt once said that in the truest sense, freedom cannot be bestowed, it must be achieved. Service members like Sergeant Bernardo have helped maintain our freedom by fighting on the front lines. Your support for him and veterans is also important because our efforts here kind of help maintain our freedom as well. When you understand what President Washington said, the willingness with which our young people are likely to serve in any war, no matter how justified, shall be directly proportional as how do they perceive the veterans of our wars were treated and appreciated by their country. This makes a difference. And as a former Marine who served side by side with great Americans both Iraq and Afghanistan. I personally thank you for your appreciation and support of these wounded veterans. While I take great pride in my service to our country, I also take great pride in being part of a community here that is willing to show so much support and dedication to fulfilling that national pledge of leaving no wounded veteran behind. Godspeed, Semper Fidelis.
We've got another very special person that I want to bring forward to speak. But before I bring him up here, I'd like to point out some people who are very special to me and part of Operation Finally Home. We have our executive director, Mr. Dan Vargas, over here in the shades, being cool today. And we have our Chief Seth Page, who is retired after 31 years of service to the United States Air Force. We also have another special person who is here today, and she's recently joined our team, and she's got some special talents and brings something very special to our team as far as her ability to counsel our families. And this is Lori Dornell. Lori. These guys and gal mean a whole lot to me, and I probably wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them. So they're special to me. Now, a very special guest is going to come forward to say something about his very special brother, Frank Bernardo. You'll take the podium.
Boy, it's really humbling to be here today, you guys. I don't even know where to start. I don't know how to follow up all the great folks that have already stood here. But I guess I appreciate the mayor being here and general being here. It's a very special day today for not only my family, but for me personally. One of the key words that I've picked out of almost everything that everybody said is community. And community is so special and so important in someone's life. My brother is going to come here and he's going to be so proud of his community. The spirit of Aggieland is something that I tried to explain to him over and over, and he never really understood it and kind of pushed me off to the side and disregarded it. And I think now he understands what that spirit means. And it is so critical to his recovery and him knowing in the future that he has a home and a community to come to. And I just don't know how to express to each and every single one of you guys how much that means to me and to my brother. So thank you for that. For those of you that don't know, my brother was injured in Kandahar, Afghanistan. He stepped on an IED, lost both his legs and his left hand. He recently went through some surgeries and apologizes for not being here this morning. He wanted to be here desperately. He really wanted to be here, and unfortunately was unable to attend. He's currently at Walter Reed Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland, and is recovering quickly. He has a lot of tenacity and is diligent in his recovery and working hard to get down here as soon as he can. So he's expected to leave the hospital sometime in fall is what we're hoping now. So he'll be here sooner than later. The building of this home is definitely a blessing to us, to his family and to mine. We are very humbled, and it just feel like it's a debt that we could never repay. It's something that it's an amazing feat to see the community and the builders and the volunteers and the university and the city and everybody come together. It's just fantastic. So I'd like to specifically thank Operation Finally Home, King Oaks, all the builders, you guys are fantastic. Love that meeting this morning with you guys. I'm so excited to tell Monte about all the great things you guys are doing for him today. So thank you so much. And also thank you to all the volunteers and the folks that are donating money, time, materials, everything going forward in this endeavor. So you know, everything that you guys are doing is what helps make Monte strong. It helps him move forward and know, because right now he's really in a very false environment, and for him to know that there are private citizens out there that care about what he's given for our nation and given for our freedoms, it's unbelievable. So for him it's also humbling, and he'll always tell you it's an honor and a privilege to serve this country, and he's proud of what he's done. So you know, I know that Monte loves every single one of you guys for doing what you've done today and in the coming weeks and months, and I know that he's going to love his new home here in the Brazos Valley. So thank you all so much, and I can't say enough. I can't say enough thank yous. So I appreciate everybody and everything.
Cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes in Minnesota.